Our Miss Universe Philippines pageant mentors, Attorney Nad Bronce and Teresa Licaros, both have agreed that there are no wrong or right answers in beauty pageants. What matters is how genuinely the girls deliver their stand on important issues. However, pageant critics say that questions these days are rather political, and it puts our finalists in a very tight spot. The challenge today is how well they can defend their stand and how big their heart is to come up with sincere and heartfelt messages. It's a beautiful day, Philippines, and this is the third batch of Miss Universe Philippines question and answer preliminaries. This is the game changer.
Good afternoon, everyone.
So you have 30 seconds for everything, every question. You should answer in 30 seconds, including the introduction of yourself. All right? For the first question, please tell us something about yourself.
I'm a licensed dentist and an advocate for oral health awareness. I am a COVID survivor, and I'm really grateful to be standing here in front of all of you. And I'm thankful to the people who made that happen. My family, my friends, my supporters, the Isabeleños, and the Miss Universe Philippines organization. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Second question, what is one beautiful word in your local language, and what does it mean?
It would be mabalo. It means thank you. I'm really thankful for everyone who helped me to get through this journey, and to everyone, to my rock and my foundation to be able to get up to this far.
Number 3, what one learning experience that you had as a child made much impact on you?
It would be when I failed at something. It really impacted me to the point that I should be pushing myself hard. Failure shouldn't be a setback for me. I should be working hard on it. And I should learn from that experience to be able to... Sorry.
What one major lesson did you learn from your experiences during this pandemic?
One major lesson that I've learned during this pandemic would be perseverance. Throughout this journey, I have experienced a lot of setbacks, and I know that those setbacks shouldn't hold me from achieving what I want in life. I should persevere and continue and move on to whatever dreams that I want to achieve and whatever that I want to do despite this pandemic.
If you win Miss Universe Philippines, how will you help your community?
If I win Miss Universe Philippines, I would definitely use my advocacy, my passion, which is oral health awareness. I will use that as an advantage, and I will use Miss Universe Philippines for a bigger platform to pursue that advocacy, to help my community, and change the world one smile at a time.
Which color symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
A color that symbolizes a phenomenal woman would be violet. It means power, and it means that whatever it is, whatever journey you're on, you have to take up space and be yourself. That way, it would empower you and achieve whatever you want in life.
Working from home is now the new norm. What skills does the workplace of the future need?
Sorry, again?
Working from home is now the new norm. What skills does the workplace of the future need?
A skill that the new normals should have or should practice is patience. During this time, a lot of setbacks has been happening, and we have to be patient with everything. We have to focus ourselves on moving forward. Thank you.
Name one spot, man-made or natural, in your province that you would like to promote to the world.
One spot that I would want to show to the world is the Isabela National Park. It's something that symbolizes the whole Isabela. It has the Queen Isabella, the statue of Queen Isabella there, and it symbolizes the beauty and the origin of my province.
There's a campaign to hashtag Love Local. Which local product would you promote and why?
One local product that I want to promote would be the handmade bags. It's something that is uniquely made, well, not just in my province, but everywhere else in the Philippines. And we should be proud of whatever we are making, whatever products we are producing, because
what one thing young people like you should focus on?
one thing young people like me should focus on would be their goals in life. We should all be focused on our journey towards achieving that goal, and whatever circumstances, whatever hardship we may encounter, we should just move on and continue to achieve that dream.
Right now we are with Miss Kalinga. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling excited for today, especially that we'll be able to share our struggles and also our preparations for this pageant.
Relax, hindi ka napagod? Hindi ka nahinga kakakyat? Hindi naman.
Hindi naman po. Sanay ang long sa Baguio.
Okay, so 30 seconds lang ha. May sisigaw ka agad kapag may mamamatay kapag nalagpasan mo yung 30 seconds. And then, may mamamatay na tao.
Pause! Char.
So, 30 seconds lang.
Okay.
Tell us something about yourself.
Hi, Napipian Algao, Candicay, Luzon. I'm Noreen Victoria Mangawit, representing the province of Kalinga. I'm a civil servant, and I am a proud member of the indigenous peoples. I take pride of our culture. One of these is batok, the traditional tattoos. Another is laga, our native fabrics and weaves. And, of course, our people. I consider them, I think, as one of the most hospitable people, not only in the Philippines, but in the whole universe.
What is one beautiful word in your local language and what does it mean?
One beautiful word from our local language would be namnama. Namnama is hope. Just like the Miss Universe Philippines, we are here as harbingers of hope. And I am here full of hope and dreams to show the universe that the beautiful transformations I've come and I've overcome and
Next question. What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
One thing that I learned from my childhood is to be gracious to other people, to share my blessings to other people. I am an only child, but then I was not a brat. My parents would always call on me to share to other people because we may be living in the same world, but we're facing different realities. And that's why we should always show kindness to others.
In this pandemic, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
During this pandemic, it is really a time of self-reflection. It's a time for me to reconnect with the people I love, even via online, because I'm working as a civil servant and it has really took a lot of my time focusing on my career. And aside from that, it's really to care more for others. Aside from being resilient, you need to care more for others because, again, we're facing different realities.
So if you win the crown, how will you help your community?
If I win the crown, As the Miss Universe Philippines, I've always considered this as a conversation that goes beyond skin deep. And as an indigenous people, it is allowing inclusivity, allowing representation of one of the most overlooked sector of the society, the indigenous peoples. And I would be here not only to be a face of the brand, but to speak for a brand that call this something that would.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
A phenomenal woman is a bold color. Bold color would be red, orange, anything that is bold because you need to stand out. You're phenomenal because you have the confidence to stand out. And I am here today because I have mustered up the courage to stand confidently. Thank you.
So, working from home is now part of the new norm.
Yes.
So, what do you think are the skills needed for this so-called workplace of the future?
What you need is to work beyond beyond your line of duty. It's really a call to not to consider your clients as your family as well, because there are no more other people who would help them and care for them if you do not start it with yourself. And you need to be more emphatic in trying to deliver the best service that is needed from you.
If there is one spot, man-made or natural in Kalinga, that you would like to promote to the world, what will it be?
I would like to promote my home in Limos, Pinokpok, because it is where I grew up and I saw the struggles of the people coming from there, the struggles of the children just to go to school. And I believe that education is something that democratizes the playing field for people. And I want to show the universe that there is something that is going on like that.
The campaign, there's a campaign called #LoveLocal.
Yes?
So I'm going to ask you, what local product do you want to promote and why?
The local product that I want to promote is coffee, because in Kalinga we have that's why I call them most hospitable, because you will not pass a household without getting a fresh brewed cup of coffee in Kalinga. And I take pride of that because tourists or visitors from all over the world would always say, wow, even they do not have something, or even they are poor, they have coffee to offer you.
Last question. What is one thing young people like you should focus on?
One thing that people, young professionals or a woman like me should focus on being resilient. Being resilient in times of crisis, so that you should not, even though you are pulled back or you have your own setbacks, but you will conquer this and be phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you so much. Agyamanak.
You want to say a little message for the people from your hometown?
Napipian Algao Kandi kayo Lasan. I'm Noreen Victoria Mangawit, and I hope that you continue supporting me in my journey for the Miss Universe Philippines. Agyamanak Launay.
Hello.
Good morning.
May bag na
Aldao.
Aldao.
Yes.
So 30 seconds lang for First question is, tell us something about you.
Naimbag na Aldao. I am Trisha Bartolomeo Campo, representing La Union. I've always dreamt of becoming a doctor like my mom, but for now, I manage our clinics here in Baguio and La Trinidad, where we give our services for free. So that's what I want to promote, accessible and affordable healthcare to everyone who is in need. Thank you.
What is one beautiful word in Ilocano and what does it mean?
A beautiful word in Ilocano, I would say nasimput. Nasimput is good, because I think every Ilocano, not all Ilocanos, but I think everyone, the whole Filipino community is very good. We are very friendly when it comes to our neighboring countries and to everyone we encounter with. We always do it with a smile.
what is that learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
The learning experience that I've gained as a child was to become strong-hearted. I was raised by an Ilocano mother, and she is also a breast cancer survivor for 21 years. So I've been taught to always be strong by heart and to never be affected of any criticisms that we have and to whatever challenges that come to our lives. So just be strong and, just be yourself.
So, in this pandemic, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned?
The greatest lesson that I've learned, I guess, would be to value family, your time with your family. I've been very busy ever since I graduated, and I took my family for granted. We do not meet at home that much because of our busy lives, but because of this pandemic, I've spent time with them. They're my source of happiness, and I think that we should all value our families while we're still here on Earth.
If you win, how will you help your community?
If I would win, I would promote, of course, the cause dear to my heart, which is to provide accessible health care. I think that's the most that I can do to give the blessing of life, to share that blessing of life to us who are in need, to everyone who needs healthcare services, because it's not that accessible when it comes to our remote areas here in the Philippines.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
I would say probably light blue. Light blue is like the sky, and the universe is the sky, and I think that we have no limitations. We have everything. We have all of the resources, and we just should know how to use them when it comes to our life.
You would probably think that it's just blue, but it's brilliant.
Oh, I did not know that.
Joke lang.
It's okay.
Work from home is now part of the new norm. So what skills do you think is needed for this so-called workplace of the future?
I think everything is online already. So if working online is that accessible to our homes, then I think that we should be more knowledgeable in video chats, how to operate a computer, and I think that's the most that we can do right now as long as we still have this pandemic with us. And yeah, I think that's the skill that would be most helpful right now.
If there's one spot, man-made or natural, in La Union that you would like to promote in the world?
I would say, of course, the surfing capital of the Philippines is La Union, so I would say the beaches of San Juan. San Juan has the most epic sunsets, and I think that a lot of people would enjoy our beaches there, since Philippines is really known for our beaches, our beautiful beaches, and there's a lot of places to eat. We also have a lot of more socio-economic activities, so that's where I would want to promote.
There's a campaign, hashtag Love Local.
Yes, po.
So I would like to know, what local product do you want to promote and why?
Oh, the local product that I want to promote is, I would say, daing. La Union is also known for being a capital for daing as well. So I know it's kind of fishy when you want to, when you hear about it, but I think that it's very unique, and it's something that a lot of, countries don't know about. So once they want to taste our daing, it's something new, something that they would want to enjoy and, have knowledge about. Thank you, Derek.
Last question. What's one thing young people like you should focus on?
Young people like me should focus on ourselves, because here we have this social media who kind of brainwashes everyone to be perfect and, to be someone that we are not. We should be really authentic to ourselves, know what we want, know our goals, and, just dream big and just to be yourselves. Thank you. Thank you. Agyaman ak unay.
Miss La Union, how was your Q&A?
It was nerve-wracking, I should say, but I think I really did really good. I made the judges laugh and I made them smile. So I think I did really good.
Okay, Miss Laguna, what are your expectations for this said interview?
Well, as of now, I am totally nervous because this is the first time that I will be put under the spotlight because I used to be the one who's interviewing hundreds of applicants. But my expectations right now is just to show to all the judges and to everyone who will be watching our interview of who I am, of what I wanted to be, and at the same time, what kind of a phenomenal woman I am.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Hiningal ka ba? Hindi naman.
Hindi naman po. Medyo malamig lang. I'm not so used with the cold. All right.
Lang per question. Pwede
Okay.
mag-Tagalog, pwede mag-English.
All right.
Alam kong valedictorian ka ito, magna cum laude.
Magna cum laude. Was not valedictorian but magna cum laude, yeah.
Okay,
Late bloomer.
30 seconds. Tell us something about yourself.
Good morning again, everyone. I am Joan De La Torre Flores. I am a proud Lagunense, a proud scholar ng bayan, a hotelier by profession, and now an aspiring beauty queen and at the same time, education advocate.
What is one beautiful word in Tagalog? And what does it mean?
For me, it will always be mabuhay because it's greeting people with a smile and at the same time being proud of our language.
Next question. What is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
It was when I cursed and then my dad heard me. It taught me that to never tell something bad about the people around you.
What about in this pandemic? What do you think is the greatest lesson that you learned?
To become adaptive to changes because this situation put a lot of changes in our life, and it is very important that we know how to deal with it and cope with it so that we will come out stronger from this pandemic and challenges.
If you win, how do you plan to help your community?
If I win Miss Universe Philippines, definitely I will bring them joy and hope already. So I am already helping them. But at the same time, I would like to initiate activities and movements that will help them during this pandemic. It could be food drive. It could be helping the students in our community.
What color do you think represents the phenomenal woman?
Blue. Because aside from it being the color of our province, color blue is the color of the sky, the color of the water. For me, it is the color of life. And a phenomenal woman is someone that shares and at the same time, let life blossoms.
Okay, so working from home is now part of the new norm.
Yes.
So what kind of skills do you think is needed in the so-called workplace of the future?
I think at this, just like what I mentioned, it is being able to adapt to it because working from home is definitely so different than working in an office setup. You have the family with you, there could be a lot of distractions, and once you are able to adapt to the current place or environment that you have, you will definitely be able to do your job more effectively and efficiently.
The other question is, if you have to name one spot that is either man-made or natural from Laguna,
Okay.
what would it be that you'd like to promote
That I would like.
in the entire world?
Well, definitely it will be from my home city, which is in Pueblo City, known to be the city of 7 lakes. Can you imagine that? 7 lakes in one city. So I would like to promote that 7 lakes in our city to the whole world, that this is the gift that we receive from nature and still consistently being protected and provide livelihood to the people of San Pableños.
So alam mo yung kantang Laguna? Are you familiar with that?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. But I'm very familiar with the kanta ng aming city. Yes, of San Pablo
Bigyan
City.
mo yung Laguna.
Yes,
It's a rock song of the 70s. It talks about
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Kasi pinapanganap, no? Wala nang kaba.
I'm a K-pop fan now, so I know more of the Blackpink songs.
Ako din, sa Blackpink ako.
Lumabas
Di ba?
ko.
Blackpink ako.
You have two more questions na lang. First one I'll ask is, there's a campaign called Love Local.
Yeah.
Right? So you told us about the place you want to promote. Kaya naman, local product that you want to promote.
Now what I wanted to promote is the Wived water lily bags and other products that came from Wived water lily, because water lily was one of the major problems in Laguna Lake, and now the locals of of Laguna are so creative, so talented that they were able to turn this problem into a solution that will actually benefit the community and the people of Laguna. So that is the product that I really wanted to promote to everyone. I actually brought two bags with me. I used one during my arrival in Manila, and I'm planning to use the other one on the coming days.
Okay. And the last question is, what is that one thing you think young people like you should focus on?
I think young people like me should focus on our goals because there's so many things going around in our environment. The pressure from the society, pressure what we see in the social media, that sometimes we forget what really our goals are. So we should focus on our goals, on our dreams, on what we really wanted to be, not on what other people wanted us to be.
Thank you.
I'm done. Thank you so much.
Hanapin mo yung kantang yun, Laguna ba?
I will. Nakakahiya. I'm from Laguna and I don't know that song. And I know the Blackpink songs. But I'll look for that. Thank you for sharing.
We are here with Miss Makati. How are you doing right now?
Hi, I'm great. I'm so excited for later's interview.
What would you do if someone asked you a question that you could not answer?
I think I would have to be honest if I can't answer anything about it, but I'll try my best to answer as much as I can.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Okay, so tell us something about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Ivana Kimilso Vicencio Pasis. I'm 24 years old, representing Makati City. I'm a professional events host. I'm a writer. I'm also a runway and commercial model, and I do advocate for suicide prevention awareness.
What is one beautiful word in Tagalog? And what does it mean? Kasi Tagalog ka, diba?
Sorry?
Tagalog ka, diba?
Yes po.
Anong Tagalog na word na maganda para sa'yo? What one beautiful word in Tagalog?
I think it'd have to be. It's a very light word, but it's my favorite. It's called grabe. I love saying grabe. You know, I can say it in different emotions. I could be happy, sad, I could be angry. But if I say grabe, parang it's a very general expression. And it's something na walang exact English translation. So it's very unique for the Filipinos also.
This one a bit more introspective. So what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
Oh, I think one thing that I learned when I was a child was because I'm the youngest among three siblings. I have two older sisters, so I'm a bunso and I'm a very spoiled bunso. And I think I realized that I could be someone more than what my ates had done, because I feel like I'm always compared to them. You know, I'm very unique in compared to my ates. So I think one thing that I learned is to really appreciate who I am as a person and embrace it, because I always look up to them. So okay, sorry.
What about in this pandemic? What is the greatest lesson that you learned?
The greatest lesson that I learned was to not take time for granted. I used to, even work even on weekends, and I would tell myself, okay, I'll just go to church next weekend, meron pa naman. But now I can't do that anymore. So, meeting up with my family, having family reunions, and meeting my high school and college friends, and now we can only do it on Zoom, and how I wish we can do it in person. So, yeah.
If you win, how do you plan to help your community?
If I win, like what I said earlier, I advocate for suicide prevention awareness. And it's something that is personal to me. I experienced anxiety in the past. I suffered from it. I'm already healed. I have done a lot of therapies in the past, and it's something that I have overcome. And in my journey here in Miss Universe Philippines, I know that I've used my voice to really reach out to those people who wanted to end their lives and commit suicide, because it's such a very sensitive topic. And yeah, it's just nice because now I was able to connect with these people. Someone would message me na, oh, okay, sorry.
What color do you think symbolizes the phenomenal woman?
Oh, I think it'd have to be white, a white blank canvas that anyone can, appreciate you for who you are, and they can throw any colors to you, and you will make sure that you can make the most out of it.
Work from home is now part of the new norm. So what do you think are the skills needed for the so-called workplace of the future?
I think one thing that everyone has to realize is the fact that work-life balance is very important. I think it's also the reason why a lot of people undergo depression and anxiety. It is because they really don't know how to separate their personal lives and working at home, and it's a struggle for everybody. So I think work-life balance is something that everyone should keep in mind.
If there is one spot in Makati City, whether man-made or natural, that you'd like to promote to the world, what would it be?
It would have to be Museo ng Makati. Not a lot of people know that it exists, and I think that goes to show that Makati, despite the skyscrapers and everything, the glitz and glamour of Makati City, that there's a very, very unique heritage of Makati City that a lot of people should know because, people would say, oh, social yung mga taga Makati. But no, we come from a very, very humble beginning, and it's something that it's nice to look back into and to let people know that there's really something more than being just a business capital of the Philippines. Yeah.
Curious to know your answer to this because there's a movement called #LoveLocal. So what
Yes.
local product do you want to promote and why?
Oh, a local product. Well, for me, I love mangoes, so it'd have to be the dried mangoes in Cebu City. I think it's just very unique, and I have a lot of foreign friends who are not from the Philippines who love it, and it's something that I also personally love, and it's something that I love to share to everybody.
And the last question is, what one thing should young people like you focus on?
Sorry, po?
What is that one thing you think young people like you should focus on?
I think young people like me should focus on getting to know who they really are as a person. It's easier said than done to say, oh, you should know who you are. And just be yourself, but it's really a struggle. It's a journey to really know your true authentic self. And for me, once you know yourself, you will never really go wrong, and you would never be intimidated. You know how to be determined, you know your skills, you know your goals. And I think that's very important for younger people to know that because it's very important.
Thank you.
Thank you po. Thank you so much. I think I did great. It was a really fun experience. Well, I do events hosting as a living, so to be on the other side of the table and to be asked by so many questions is still overwhelming, but it was really fun.
Hingal ka ba?
Yes, it was a long walk.
Hinga-hinga muna.
This is it. Hi.
Ito na yung coronation.
Ito na pala yun. Sana ay just more nicely.
Actually, stand by kasi may dance to.
Ito na pala to. Good morning, everyone.
Tell us something about yourself.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Dominic Pigzon. I'm 24. I actually work as an account executive for international brand and designer Kenneth Cabonpue. But prior to that, I am mostly known to be a model mentor, host, and of course, a beauty queen. I belong in a family of 4, but the only one who pursued beauty pageants.
What is one beautiful word in your local language with Cebuano and what does it mean?
One beautiful word I would say is palaban. Is something, it's actually quite a Tagalog word din, pero lumalaban. Yun. Lumalaban because in every struggle that we face naman every day, we just face the challenge firsthand. And then I think we succeed naman at the end of the day. It's just that we're being ourselves, our true authentic selves. So that's why I really appreciate what Miss Universe is trying to portray of us, being our true authentic selves lang all the time.
So what is that one learning experience that you had as a child that made so much impact on you?
There was one particular time na I asked my parents, no, I actually didn't ask them. I wanted to go to the beach with my friends. And then I didn't ask for their permission. And then when I got home, I immediately went to the bathroom and take a shower, change my clothes, and I left my wet clothes in the bathroom. And so my mom found out eventually where I was. She figured it out that I was at the beach. And so at the end of that conversation, she just told me that it's okay that you want to go at this place with anyone. Just as long as you're being honest. Yun po.
Yeah, what about in this pandemic? What is the greatest lesson that you've learned?
That we don't take time for granted. This year has been very fast, I would say. It's been long but fast in time constraint. I felt like everything was in
in a fast track. So I'm just really happy that we made it this far, and I practically did everything that I had to do, and even at the work and the side, even doing my work at the side and doing the pageant. So I'm very proud about that.
If you win, how do you plan to help your community?
I would really use like the prizes I get from the pageant to help my beneficiary at first, sir. It's my best friend, Hallery. She is actually undergoing radiotherapy now because she finished her chemotherapy already. And financially, I just really want to help her from there. And of course, I want to continue on portraying my advocacy, which is on mental health. Prior to the pageant, I actually did a tour around universities in Cebu. So I really want to continue at that.
Okay, what color do you think represents the phenomenal woman?
It would be pink. It's very feminine, but it's very it's full of character, I would say. And pink doesn't only it doesn't only fit a woman. It fits any type of gender in the community. So I think a phenomenal woman is the color pink.
Okay, so what? Pumiyak ako.
I was worried about that nga kasi my throat is kind of dry na.
Nataas siguro ako ngayon. Work from home is now part of the new norm.
Yes.
So, what do you think are the skills needed to this so-called workspace of the future?
Skills,
Skills.
one thing